I think we ain't done yet.
So what the f you wanna do?
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kyler, and today guys I'm going to be bringing you guys a settings video. Obviously you can see by the thumbnail and the title, these are the best settings that you could possibly use in Call of Duty. I do a lot of I surf a lot of different pro players and content creator sensitivities just to see where a good basis is to start, because I feel personally sensitivity is more of a you thing, but you can also base your sensitivity off of what pros use. So this sensitivity is going to be up, and these settings are going to be basically on a lot of different pro players and content creators settings, and I've zeroed down to the best settings that you could possibly use. Without any further ado, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into the video. All right guys, getting right into this video, I just want to show you guys this right here. These settings are the best settings that you could possibly use in COD. I know I use Xbox. Obviously I run a regular controller. I don't use my Elite controller anymore. Yeah, due to personal reasons, I hate that controller. But yeah, so I use stick and move flipped. That allows me to jump with my R3. Sometimes I really like playing claw. Like if you guys don't know, this is playing claw, usually using your index finger to press the buttons for you instead of taking your thumb. Because one thing that a lot of people don't understand with movement, people that have the best movement don't take their thumbs off of their right stick. And basically that allows you to aim when you're sliding, jumping around corners, bunny hopping, anything that you are doing with your movement. You really want to keep your thumb on your right stick. It just helps out with aim. You know what I mean? So stick and move flip, guys, for some of my non-claw regular controller players, non-claw, non-scuff, no paddles, no battle beaver, no buttons in the back, none of that. Stick and move is literally the best, and I run flipped just because I feel like I get a faster response using my L1 and I'm at my LB and my RB, which is L1 R1 on PlayStation, than using my triggers. I know some people, if you have a scuff, you use trigger stops and that basically evens it out, but for me, I go flipped. Flip is the best way to do it. A lot of pro players use flipped. Let's go next. We go to dead zone. Dead zone, I literally leave it at the default option, which is 7. Now let me explain. For dead zone, if you have a lot of stick drift, guys, if you have like a lot of stick drift, that means your controller, your aim will move, or your guy or your person will move around, and without you even putting pressure on your stick. Go ahead and up your dead zone. The highest I've seen, I know Feudus runs 20 dead zone. His stick drift is insane when he put it down. But yeah, guys, so if you have a lot, leave it. You can leave it at 10. If you don't have any, I know some people that run a 0 dead zone. That means as soon as they put their pressure on their stick, they're moving. I like to run a basic dead zone. I like to run a 7 or 0.07, and I think that's the best way to do it. Now, the money makers right here, the horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity. This is literally on your y-axis and your x-axis. Best sensitivity to use, 6.6. No other way to do it. 6.6 is the best sensitivity to use. I know Crim6 runs a 5.5, Pro MZZ run a 5.5, and Ears runs a 4.4. But you know, I think 4.4 is really good. I think 5 is really good. Anything under a 10 to me can be really good and utilized. But me personally, I run 6.6. It helps me. I can still have great aim at long distances. I can still move quickly and things of that nature. So run a 6.6. Now ADS 0.93. Now a lot of people say, why not just 0.90? Why not 0. I'm at 1.0. I think that 0.93 is the best ADS because it slows it down just to the point where you can realize that your aim is slowed down, but also not to the point where it's slowing down too much, if you get what I'm saying. So it'll slow down and you'll have to get used to it. You'll be like, wow, this is actually moving slower, but it won't affect your gameplay drastically to whereas if you drop this to a 0.50. Now, when your ADS sensitivity, if you dropped it to a 50, you dropped it to a 50. You know what I'm saying? You can do what you want. But for me, 0.93 is the perfect sense to use. I know Starnet runs this. I know a lot of really good players drop their ADS. I know K3 dropped his to a 76, which is perfectly fine, but I think 93 is the best way to go. Response curve type. Now this is the part where I say this is literally up to you. I think standard is the best way to go because we can't guarantee that CODs in the future will have linear and dynamic and stuff like that. We can't guarantee it. So I think standard is the best way to go just because it stays basic. You guys know I used to run a lot of dynamic. I used to run linear. My last settings video, I used to run linear. I used to run a max sensitivity with linear, but I started seeing my aim started messing up in other games because other FPSs didn't have linear. So I just dropped back to standard. Control the vibration off. You can play with it on. I know people like nonstop, they run with their vibration on, and it actually, I can see that it helps them when it comes to controlling their recoil and stuff like that. But me personally, I like my controller vibration off. Now the rest of these are just personal preference. I will say, if you run Warzone, put your contextual tab on. You're going to need it, trust me. It helps you loot faster, helps you do a lot of things quicker than just holding something. So contextual tab, you want to put that on. Slide behavior tap, that helps you with your movement. I have a movement video coming soon. Automatic sprint, automatic tag sprint. That's why everyone asks how's my left stick still survived. It just, I automatic sprint, guys. So as soon as I move my left stick forward, I'm automatically tag sprinting. I really like it. It's pretty hit or miss. I know some people that don't like it. Auto deploy, I don't have this on. I just don't like it, because when it auto deploys, you can actually land. This is for Warzone, sorry. You can actually land closer to the ground if you don't have auto deploy on, and if you do have it on, it'll land you to like a decent amount away from the ground. But with no auto deploy, you can land wherever you want, you know. So brightness 50. The rest of this is pretty much first off. Motion blur, weapon blur, take that off. Take that off right now. If you find somebody with their motion blurs and their weapon blurs on, they're a maniac. That's the only way I can put it. They are a maniac. Weirdos. But colorblind type, I run Deutanopia. That's why my people, well, the enemies, their name tags show up yellow. It's not really, I'm not colorblind. But I like the way it looks. It just makes the game look more colorful. I know a lot of people run Tritonopia, that also makes the game look colorful too, but I run Deutanopia. I don't know, I just like the way it looks. I know Roadkill runs it. So yeah, the rest of this, pretty much up to you. Audio, boost high, music 12, everything else. I like the hit marker sound effects. I really like the Modern Warfare ones compared to the classic. So yeah, I run the Modern Warfare ones, and then the rest of this, guys, pretty much up to you. So 6.6, 93, 0.93, standard, no vibration, brightness 50. This is pretty much everything, guys. So I want you guys to drop your senses and your ADS sensitivities in the comments down below. Let me know how this video helps you out, guys. I really hope this helps you out. If you guys ever want to run some games with me, just DM me on Twitter at directs, or just comment, and I will promise you I will get back to you. So that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. It's been your boy Kyler. Peace.
I know these haters gon' hate it, but I know they cannot debate it. I be the greatest, I be the greatest. I jump on a jet to LA, your chick wanna know where I stay, cause I be the greatest.